But then as time went on and as I grew and I matured and, became higher versions of myself, as we should always do, you should always be, climbing to reach higher versions of yourself. You realize that, okay, the way that I'm perceiving all of this is really shaping what I'm seeing. So if you think, my mom used to say, my mom is Southern Black, and let me tell you, Southern. And one of her favorite sayings would be, and it's a favorite saying of the South, evil thinkers are evil doers. So the things that you think are happening around you, it's what you're constructing in your mind. It's what you perceive to be possible, to be plausible, to be something that can and will happen to you. And so therefore, when you see something, you think that that's what you're seeing and you act on it. Because the next part of our emotions and how we use our social constructs to form emotions or beliefs, the next part of that can really contribute to our own mental and personal anguish is when you're completely, totally reacting and responding to something that is not happening in the world around everyone else. And so you're seeing the enemy, you're responding to the enemy, and the person that you're talking to is not even the enemy. The person that you're interacting with, they're trying to figure out what's going on because they can see and feel from their own perspective, because remember, the perceiver. So they're looking at what's happening as, why am I getting this response and this interaction from this person? And you're thinking the same thing. You're attacking me. This place is horrible. Everyone's out to get me. And that may have been the case in previous experiences, but was it really the case? A lot of times, like, we have to ask ourselves. I do it. Even as a behavioral data scientist practicing, let me tell you, every day is a necessary day. Every day is a learning day for me. I don't even have my eyebrows on today because I did a ton of writing, a ton of reading, a ton of self-discovery. That's something that I commit and dedicate my life to. And it has been the most rewarding journey. Some days are heavy. Some days are heavy, depending on what is discovered. But let me tell you, it always prompts me to take a deeper look into something and say, I know that this is my experience. I know that this is something that I am experiencing, is something that I am constructing within myself and around myself. So how can I think of this in a way that is fruitful and productive, and so that it does not become, the dryer buzzer is continuously going off. I'm so sorry. I have a 14-year-old who just, yeah. Anyway, to stay focused. I ask myself this question so that I don't respond in a way that is now no longer serving me. It's no longer serving me. So I tell myself, let me relax, let me think, let me remind myself that I am creating and projecting whatever emotions that I have. I don't have to embody, anger. Like, anger is not something that you become. It's not a thing you become. I don't have to embody fear. That's just not, like, you know, I'm a believer, so I don't want to force my beliefs on anyone, but God did not give us the spirit of fear. So I know that I have to ask myself, what social constructs am I bringing from my own, I won't say generational curses, because again, why would I say that of my ancestors? Why would I say that of my mom? It's not a curse. These are lessons. Life is, again, it's designed for you to become a better and higher version of yourself each generation, and then for each generation, every day of your life. So I would never, ever call my ancestors a curse, or anything that they bestowed upon me to learn a curse, or anything that I have adopted and absorbed from them a curse. There's nothing cursed about my ancestors. What I will say is, I'm prompted to dig deeper every day and ask myself again, what social constructs am I bringing into this situation, this interaction with this person? What past experiences am I now bringing into this conversation that are really no longer serving the me that I am today, and this person that I'm talking to today, that I'm interacting with today? So I'll go more into it maybe when I have my eyebrows on. I mean, this is, first video and God knows how long. So I'll go more into it. I don't even have on any makeup, but sorry, you'll have to forgive me. But yeah, social constructs. Ask yourself that question before you go reacting, before you go like ready to turn over a table or thinking and feeling like you're depressed. Ask yourself first, am I really depressed, or is my brain doing what it's designed to do, which is to predict? That's what the brain is designed to do. And in the event or in the absence of that which cannot be predicted, also known as life, things happen, you can't predict every step. There's a sadness that sometimes comes in, and we a lot of times think that it's depression because that's suggested. And we'll talk about suggestion also in the next video, as a matter of fact. It's actually maybe someone saying, a doctor saying, well, are you depressed? And you were just thinking you were just kind of down for the day, and a doctor just making that suggestion, and then you describe some things. And, lately I've just been feeling a little tired, and I've been feeling this way. And don't get me wrong, I would never go against my school of thought. It's psychology, always has been, always will be. It's what I'm degreed in. But I won't say but. I won't negate that. I'll say, and let's consider the possibility that everything that we are experiencing that does not feel good, because remember what Daddy said about good and bad. Everything that we are experiencing that does not feel good doesn't have to be depression. It doesn't always have to be sadness. It can just be the wheels turning, your brain trying to do what it does. Your brain trying to find the relevance, your brain trying to find the past experience, your brain trying to develop the social construct. And maybe you shouldn't be doing that. So it may not really be sadness. It may not really be depression. It may not really be anger. It may not really be somebody having you effed up. It may not be that. It may not be you having to read someone for filth. It may really just be you feeling and experiencing in your own mind, which is no crime, because that's where our experiences derive. It's okay. I'm not saying anything against that. But just keep in mind that your mind can also keep you in the loop and make you continuously experience the same emotion over and over and over again, when it's not even relevant to what you are experiencing in that moment. So just make sure the things that we bring from our social constructs, make sure they're relevant, make sure they're productive, make sure they are a representative, demonstrative of our higher selves that we should be striving to become every single day, every single second. You should be working to be the higher version of yourself. So I'll just keep it there. I think we did pretty good, little over 15 minutes for the first video and God knows how long. And with no makeup, hair pulled back, this is like crazy. No eyebrows, but I gave it to you raw. So, that's what it is. And I will see you in the next video where we'll dig deeper into social constructs and really talk more about what we think of ourselves and how our social constructs develop our beliefs around money, because that's a topic that people don't want to talk about. Money, I'm going to say it again, finances, mental health, housing. Those three things I notice when you need to go into that conversation with someone. When I need to speak with a client, usually they're coming to me when they're already in dire straits. But when I'm working to get an appointment with them prior to that, because I can see the data of where things are going in certain regions of the world. So I'm reaching out to people. Hey, let's set up a free consultation. Let's set up an appointment to go over some strategies, to, just work on getting you, some better outcomes. Usually it's I'm busy. I don't have the time. Why? Because the social constructs around those conversations, it's believed that they're not fun. So yeah. Next video, next time. Thank you. I could never wink. Physical concepts are free creations of the human mind and are not, however it may seem, uniquely determined by the external world. Albert Einstein.